All rise for the jury.
Verdict that's about to be read in the trial of the former Minneapolis police officer. You saw him standing there, Derek Chauvin. The judge has just walked in, asked everyone to stand as the jury is walking in. There's the judge.
Please be seated.
All right, let's listen in.
Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court File Number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, juror foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by jury foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Juror number 2, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 19, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 27, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 79, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 89, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 91, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 92, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Are these your verdicts, so say you one, so say you all?
Yes.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I will join you in a few minutes to answer questions and to advise you further. So, all rise for the jury.
And you're watching DW News. This is our coverage of the verdict reading of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. He has been found guilty on all 3 charges. That includes second-degree manslaughter, second-degree murder, and third-degree murder. The jury has just been led out of the courtroom. And now let's listen in to what the judge is saying to Derek Chauvin.
We'll order a PSI immediately, returnable in 4 weeks. And we will also have a briefing on, after you get the PSI, 6 weeks from now, and then 8 weeks from now, we will have sentencing. We'll get you the exact dates in a scheduling order. Is there a motion on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, the state would move to have the court revoke the defendant's bail and remand him into custody pending sentencing.
Bail is revoked, bond is discharged, and the defendant is remanded to the custody of the Hennepin County Sheriff. Anything further?
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and there you have it. The verdict has been read. Guilty on all 3 counts against Derek Chauvin. There he is. He's going to be taken away. He will be staying in jail waiting, and in 8 weeks, the sentencing will be read for Derek Chauvin, guilty in the murder of George Floyd. All right, let's go outside the courthouse there to our correspondent, Stefan Simons. He is covering this story for us. Stefan, I can hear the horns behind you that there is approval of this verdict.
Yes, absolutely. Celebratory honking here galore, right and left. Trucks, pickup trucks driving by, Black Lives Matter flags, and so on. This crowd here, which you can't really see in my background now, will swell over the next few hours. That is for those people definitely a proud and a very happy moment. I don't think that they really actually thought that he will be guilty on all 3 counts. Given their experience with the injustices they experienced in the justice system, whenever a white person or a police officer, for that matter, was then accused to did something wrong against a black person. Now, but this is exactly what happened here in this trial, that the blue wall, the so-called blue wall, this cocoon of silence, of supporting and helping and shielding police officers who were alleged to have done something wrong, that didn't just crack, it crumbled. The entire Minneapolis Police Department leadership, senior executive leadership, spoke against Derek Chauvin and what he did and how he did this. So people here, camera can go over there. Max, if you would show this. So this is going to be what it's going to be now for the next few hours. And this is just a small crowd. That's the beginning, the infancy of what we probably will see now for a few hours.
And Stefan, you know, what we're seeing right now, these are people who are going to be celebrating this verdict. And, you know, just a few minutes ago, there was a real concern that these people were going to be protesting if the verdict had gone the other way, and that the protests could even become violent. I mean, it is a completely different expectation than what a lot of people had, right?
Way to go, about time.
Yeah, I mean, I would common sense, or I would at least suggest that there's no reason now to ransack, loot, or put buildings on fire, or to seek confrontations with police, law enforcement. They will be present. They are present here. They're trying to keep a low profile and not be visible. One thing is very clear. Those people are very happy now. They are satisfied with this verdict, or with the verdicts. But make no mistake, they're in here for the long haul. That is George Floyd, justice for George Floyd. That is justice for them. But they want to see now reform. Not just one police officer, one bad apple being charged and found guilty. They want to see reform in the justice system when it comes to how they are policed, who is their police. You have the latest case just from last week, Dante Wright. Not one police officer in this district of Minneapolis, in Brooklyn Center, actually lives there. So they all from outside. There's no connection to the community. This is what those people actually want. This is what they say they need to actually stop anything like what Derek Chauvin did and the George Floyd case symbolizes now. That's what they need to stop this for good.
Yeah, it's almost as if we were sitting on a ticking time bomb that has been disarmed. Is that an accurate way of describing the tension in the United States?
Absolutely. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. This is just Minneapolis. Think about L.A. Next week, 30 years anniversary, Rodney King beating, and the resulting riots are there. 30 years. So this is an experience the black community, African-American community all over America is not just since George Floyd. I don't want to belittle what happened to George Floyd. God knows. But again, it is something which it goes on for decades. And I think really something broke here, something changed. There's a paradigm change here. We talked about paradigm change last year when we were when George Floyd happened, and then after the violence and riots here and everywhere in the world and in the United States. So this will be an ongoing process in the United States, and yes, all over the United States, law enforcement authorities have prepared for a very, very, very different outcome of this trial here.